Hi Pisces, this is your new moon message for the new moon in Virgo. It is tonight. It is at 12:13 a.m. Mountain Time, 11:13 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then it is at 2:13 a.m. New York time. So whenever you find yourself here, whether you're down under and it is the next day, the new moon message is here for you. This is messages from the Oracle deck. They're really energies in regards to walking into the portal of the new moon that you are stepping into, because it begins tonight and it begins again, i.e. the graduation degree happens on September 21st. Wherever Virgo is in your chart, you're completing a paradigm shift into your reality. So here we go. Let's get started into your message, dear Pisces. Pisces, this is your first message for the portal of the new moon in Virgo that will end in an eclipse. You will be graduating in the eclipse of the Virgo in the same part of your chart. For some of you guys, it won't be, because I don't do true house, meaning it will and might be in two houses in your chart, but that's for you to discover. Or you can always order the special that I have running for this month. All right, Pisces. Your Pisces message is you are lovable. The Kamala. It says, love who you are and you'll create the perfect. You've created the perfect in everything as long as you trust your true self, because that is beautiful. So there's an authenticity message here that when you trust that you are perfect as you are, that you will be met with that on the external. The card that you got is the Camellia, which is the beautiful pink flower here. I think Taurus got this. I'm not positive. But either way, to have someone show up in your life, you must love yourself so that they can navigate towards loving you the way that you love yourself. So the more that you love yourself, the more someone is able to meet you there. All right, what is your Archangel card, dear Pisces, for the new moon in Virgo? Courage. It says, Archangel Ariel, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. There's an energy here of you really embodying, walking the path of embodying who you are in a very courageous way. The second card that came up for you is Archangel Sadkiel. Sadkiel. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. It says, notice the loving guidance that you hear inside your mind from other people. Okay, so there's a message here of communicating with somebody in the 5D. If you want to, if you're not able to communicate with somebody in the physical, you're meant to communicate with them in the astral. And Source says you have a psychic connection with those in your life, and you are meant to communicate in that space if you can't communicate with them every day or when you have fears. Source is saying, let yourself navigate and tune into their higher self. All right, let's find out what your gem or your crystal is for the next 28 days. The gem is Dolomite. Stay strong in your faith. A positive outcome is dependent on keeping a positive mindset, right? It says that we can only manifest that which we believe. And if you believe in the contradiction of your deepest heart's desire, that which holds most of your attention will be manifested. That being said, the gem dolomite will help you prevent your fears from taking over and will keep a clear connection to your heart. Okay. The next card that my beautiful Pisces have for this new moon in Virgo. What's the additional message for my Pisces in regards to the new moon in Virgo? Got two cards. You have flower power. So it says something about you and nature and flowers being super positive. It says to me, spend time with flowers and their essences for you to create a personal healing journey. So some of my Pisces are meant to use certain herbs to help them heal and use those flower essences as a balancing of sorts. I'm getting mugwort for some of you, and others I'm getting, what is that? Oh, it left my mind. So mugwort, I guess. If it comes to my mind, I'll bring it up again. Your desire is within reach. Have faith in everything that you favor so that it can materialize and manifest. So again, what you believe is what you will manifest. What you give attention to will manifest. The other plant is trying to come through in my mind, and I just can't remember it. Yeah, mugwort. Okay. So if you have a question regarding someone, a situation, or a circumstance that will make you feel as if you can let that go in order to create more alignment to the messages that I just stated to you, ask that question now. Sorry, a cat is being chased by the puppy and she is creating chaos. So for some of you, you may have a chaotic situation that sounds overwhelming. It says, don't chase the problem. I'm getting from my Pisces. Okay, don't chase the problem. That's my daughter yelling at her cat. All right, let's find out what it is that my Pisces need an answer to. This is Source's message to you regarding a question on your mind. This is the answer to your question. Cracked open. I'm going to pull another card because all of this is, it's saying to me that not until we surrender our ego, because we hit rock bottom, are we able to really alchemize our life to surrendering to the beautiful divine power of karmic lessons. Source is saying to me for you, dear Pisces, that whether it's you or another, the energy is about being cracked open to feel. And that is why this is currently happening. Give me one more card regarding the answer to the question for my Pisces. Deep cellular healing is the closing message, which says there is an attunement energy of the physical and the emotional that is creating healing regarding the situation. And so not until something is experienced physically can it be experienced emotionally, because it creates a space for the ego to not be ruling the roost. So there's something physical, maybe there's a discomfort within you that helps you release the ego that Source would like you to look at for the next 28 days, or the person that you're being asking about. I'm sending you so much love. Thank you for watching. I'm Nery, I guide, and I will talk to you soon.